Is selling digital products on Etsy actually a path to earning passive income? In my fourth month of being an Etsy seller, I actually took a less active approach to managing my shop, and by that I mean I wasn't able to list a lot of new items for the month. But despite life throwing its usual surprises my way, I managed to pull off a 70% increase in orders. So stick around and I'll show you exactly how I did it. I know it hasn't been a long time since my first 3 months on Etsy video, but here we are in November and I'm ready to share my fourth month results. Like anyone else, life keeps us busy, and last month I was out of town a few times. I went to see Olivia Rodrigo live, and I finally got to watch Six the Musical, which was amazing. But being away interrupted my usual rhythm, so I ended up posting fewer than 20 listings this month compared to the 50 listings per month that I was uploading in my first 3 months. Let's see how this passive income held up despite not being as active. For my fourth month in October, I managed to reach 153 orders, which is a 70% increase from the previous month, with a revenue of $1,116.28. I even peaked at 9 orders in a single day. So, despite the fewer listings, sales remained consistent, and I even started seeing repeat customers who seemed eager to use the discount code that Etsy automatically sends out after each purchase. So, while some sales weren't at full price, it's nice to feel that I gained a bit of a fan base that believes in my shop and products. Moving over to my ads dashboard, I spent 438 on ads, bringing in 87 orders, which is 57% of my total sales for the month. I've upped my daily budget to $15 and then eventually $20. So, quick sidebar, for anyone hesitant about spending money on ads, especially for digital products, here's my thought process. Would I rather make $10 organically or try for 50 with ads? And yes, ad spending may not bring immediate results every single day, but clicks on your ads can still drive interest to your shop. Etsy's ad model is pay-per-click, so those interactions add up. People might favorite your item, add it to their cart, and then return later to make a purchase. More eyes on my products also helps Etsy's algorithm learn what works. So the faster data comes in, the faster my products can rank, and I can optimize when needed. Let me know in the comments if you want a deep dive into my Etsy ad strategy for digital products. When it's all calculated, I made nearly 24,000 Philippine pesos or about $410 in profit, which is almost double what I made in my first 3 months. I think it's quite a good month for a month where I uploaded less products. I also got my Star Seller badge for October towards the end of the month, and the feeling is kind of like getting a star sticker from your kindergarten teacher. But while I love seeing this purple badge on my shop, some people have actually reported that their sales seem to go down after getting it, which seems weird to me, but I'll be gathering more data about this for the next month and see if that holds any truth. Now, would I call Etsy a passive income stream? Honestly, not really. Even with digital products, running an Etsy shop involves a lot more than just listing items and then walking away. One thing that's kept me especially busy this month is customer service, something that naturally came with the increase in sales. A big issue I ran into was customers messaging me to say that they didn't get their automatic download link from Etsy after checkout. And it turns out many people don't realize that they can access their downloads anytime via email. So I've been manually sending them links and extra instructions. And yes, I try to keep my tone upbeat and helpful in my messages, even though, let's be real, customer service isn't exactly fun. Then there's the review situation. This month, I actually received 2 negative reviews. One was because the buyer messaged me while I was asleep, and because they didn't get their download and didn't get an instant reply, they resorted to that my shop was a scam. So they immediately left a 1-star review. Thankfully, once I messaged back, explained everything, and stayed super friendly, they agreed to update the review to 5 stars. The other bad review, though, came from what I think was a troll, likely from someone who had an issue with Etsy in general. They ignored my follow-up messages, and so I reported the review, reached out to Etsy support, and fortunately, they were able to remove it. As a new seller, reviews are crucial since we're still building up our social proof. A single 1-star review can make a big dent in our ratings, so it definitely added some stress. And navigating customer service as a new shop owner kinda sucks because it sometimes means being a bit of a people pleaser. If you're wondering what to do if you get a bad review, here's a tip. Start by messaging the buyer privately first instead of responding to the review publicly. If you respond to the review first, the buyer can no longer change the rating. But if they don't respond after a few attempts, and Etsy won't remove the review because they deem it as a you problem, your best bet is to reply to the review, apologize sincerely, and explain how you plan to improve. Also, if you haven't yet, you can set up automated messages to let them know exactly when you are online. Reflecting on this month, I think October wasn't just a busy month for me personally, but also a unique month for Etsy sellers in general. With Etsy's algorithm updates on October 1st, many sellers noticed a downward shift in their traffic and sales. Some blame the algorithm change, and some blame current events like natural disasters and election season. Personally, I think it's a mix of both. And let's not forget that the holiday season is just around the corner. So for some niches like mine, the business niche, sales might dip as people focus on holiday spending for personal gifts. So to prepare for these seasonal changes, I decided to diversify my shop's offerings. I found some opportunity to actually add some holiday flair to my templates for Halloween and Christmas, which allowed me to capture some of that seasonal demand. This strategy worked well and gave me some extra sales to balance out any drops of my standard listings. So if you're also on this Etsy journey, consider adding seasonal or trending products if it makes sense for your niche. But do note that I actually prepared these months in advance, like around the start of September. So even if most of your items are evergreen, having a few seasonal listings can create a steady flow of traffic and sales year-round. Looking back on these 4 months, I'm proud of the progress I've made and the lessons I've learned, which actually prompted me to start this YouTube channel. Yes, there have been ups and downs, but each month brings new insights and helps me refine my strategy. So if you're thinking of starting on Etsy or are already selling, just keep going. Stay curious and adapt to the changes that come your way. And that's my 4th month. Please drop a comment below and feel free to ask questions, share insights, or tell me what topics you'd like to see next. I'll also be responding to every comment, and of course, please like this video if you found it helpful. And subscribe for more insights on building a digital product business. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time!